We have Ciaron Maher joining us. And first of all, Ciaron, congratulations last weekend for a fantastic win in the Derby with Hitotsu. An unusual campaign by Australian standards, but by international standards, not so much. Can you just talk us through a little bit what you've learnt with your travels in the past and how you may have applied that, especially to this horse?
Well, you're always learning, aren't you? It's not that uncommon overseas, but I suppose it is here, like you said. It was more just designed for the horse. He was quite immature in the spring, so his first start for us, he ran in a maiden at Donald. It was basically like a trial, and then he ran in the Guineas and then the Derby. It worked very, very well. The horse then developed a little bit into the autumn, and we thought, when he won the Derby, we're always going to go fresh up into the Guineas because, we knew we could get him pretty right. He's a pretty clean-winded horse, and with all the data we had on him in the spring, we just needed to get him to that same level or better, and he did come up better. He'd matured, so when he was fortunate enough to win the Guineas, we knew we were bang on track for the Derby. It's unconventional in this country, but the way he presented to us, and I suppose the data we had on him, it wasn't all that hard to do.
And for some of us last year when we saw you take Explosive Jack from Sydney to Adelaide and Queensland, a lot of Queenslanders would have been hoping perhaps Hitotsu would do the same, but obviously bigger targets there in sight for him and a different style of horse, as you're saying.
Yeah, Jack, he was a big brute of a horse, or is, and he was fully mature, whereas Hitotsu's still getting there. And unfortunately, I love getting up to Queensland, as does the team. I think there's no better racing, and the owners all have a great time up there. So really looking forward to getting up there, but unfortunately, Hitotsu won't be there.
Well, you're no strangers whose success up north, most recently with Coolangatta, but you've got a Derby and a Stradbroke and a Doomben Cup also there on the mantelpiece. Any races in particular you're eyeing off this Stradbroke season, or could you give us a little bit of an oversight of what team you might be bringing?
Yeah, we've got a few nice 3-year-old stayers coming up. Biscayne Bay is running in the Oaks here in Sydney and might progress that way. We've got a progressive horse, Detonator Jack. He's heading to Adelaide, but then he could head to Sydney. And there's a host of mares that will be heading up there, pre-sale, post-sale. They have the big breeding stock up there. So we'll have a team up there. It usually increases every year, and really looking forward to this year. Well,
we look forward to welcoming you. We also have a Stradbroke Calcutta. If you can get along to that, I'm sure it'll draw a crowd and be a great night. You're a busy man, but we do appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you in Brisbane.
I can't wait to get up there. Nothing like a bit of sun and a few beers, and I'll hopefully be at the Calcutta as well.
Good on you, Ciaron. Thanks.
Cheers.